Good evening. I'm Ken Salazar, former United States Senator and Attorney General for the great state of Colorado. I'm proud that Colorado delivered a victory to Barack Obama in 2008, and we will do so again in 2012. My support for Barack Obama is deeply rooted in the American dream. We have both been blessed by this great nation. I'm a 12th generation Mexican-American. My family has farmed the lands and the soils along the Rio Grande in Colorado and New Mexico for more than 400 years. I grew up on a ranch without electricity or telephone. My parents were civil servants and soldiers, part of World War II's greatest generation. And though we were poor, my parents so believed in the American dream that all 8 of their children became first-generation college graduates. Likewise, Barack Obama's grandparents were from the neighboring state, the Great Plains of the state of Kansas. His grandfather marched for the cause of freedom in Patton's army, and his grandmother worked in the factories during the war. And he was raised by those grandparents and a courageous mother who instilled their values in him and taught him that there were no limits to what he could achieve. Barack Obama was not born into wealth or privilege, yet today he is President of these United States of America. Barack Obama has lived the American dream. He has walked in our shoes. Until just a few years ago, Barack and Michelle lived lives like we all do, commuting to work, paying off student loans, picking up kids, and balancing the checkbook. These experiences are why President Obama has fought so hard for all of us these past 4 years. He believes the American dream should belong to every single American, Now, on the other side, Mitt Romney, he just doesn't get it. He hasn't walked in the shoes of most Americans. And he doesn't understand that we should focus on helping those around America's kitchen tables, not just those around the boardrooms of America. We need a president who is on our side. My father used to tell me, "Dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres." Tell me who you are, who you walk with, and I'll tell you who you are. Barack Obama walks with us. I watched President Obama protect America's land, water, and wildlife, to honor all our cultures, to uphold our commitments to tribal nations, and to secure America's energy future. In an era when America's working so hard to achieve energy independence, the President's mission has never been more important. It was President Nixon who first talked about the term energy independence. Yet, until President Obama took charge, no president had been so successful in helping America make real strides towards a secure and independent energy future. Now, what did the old baby drill of the last Republican administration get us? And now where would the same Rahm and Ryan baby drill approach take us? 4 years ago, America imported nearly 60% of its oil. President Obama recognized that that path was unsustainable and dangerous. Under President Obama's leadership, the United States moved forward with an all-of-the-above energy strategy. Oil and gas, nuclear, hydro, biofuels, wind, geothermal, solar, all of it. And today, for the first time in more than a decade, we import less than half our oil. U.S. natural gas production is at an all-time high, and oil production at a 14-year high. Renewable energy from solar and wind has more than doubled under the President's leadership. And on public lands alone, the largest solar, wind, and geothermal plants in the world are sprouting up across our public lands. Enough electricity to power more than 3 million American homes. And we are creating hundreds of thousands of jobs, good middle-class jobs, as we move forward with a clean energy economy. And thanks to President Obama's leadership, the auto industry is making cars that Americans want to buy, that get better gas mileage, that save money at the pump, and reduce emissions. Today's America's dependence on foreign oil is at its lowest point in 2 decades. The Romney-Ryan plan calls this success imaginary. They say renewable energy is a fad. They even had the gall last week as a hurricane lashed our coast to mock our sacred responsibility as stewards of God's earth. Their attitude isn't just sad, it's reckless and it's backwards. And yet they're still locked in an ideological embrace with the failed policies of the past. President Obama's energy program is a real deal. It moves us forward, not backward. Forward to fuel-efficient cars, a healthy auto industry, and good middle-class jobs. Forward to a healthier planet, and forward to the new energy frontier and American energy independence. On November 6th, America faces a choice. Return to the Romney-Ryan ticket of failed policies of the past, or move ahead with a smart, focused, and determined president who understands that America always does best when it harnesses the winds of innovation and change. For the sake of every American family, for the sake of American energy independence, for the sake of America's best future, let's go forward, not backward. Let's walk with the president who walks with us, our great president, Barack Obama.